I see these clovers just about every time I step outside. They are really common around here, but I've never really paid them any attention at all. But this one just happened to catch my eye, and the morning dew on it made it stand out, so I decided to try and get a quality shot out of it. My goal with this shot was to take an eye-level shot with the flower head being the main focus of the image. I wanted to showcase the nice details, and I like the way this photo turned out. Ladybugs are also very common around here, but they have always been challenging for me to photograph because most ladybugs I ever attempt to photograph almost never sit completely still. Some can be very skittish, while others are not as skittish, but they will still be on the move most of the time, and this day was no different. I didn't want to grab the grass this ladybug was on because I knew if I did, it would have scared it away. So instead, for extra stability, I rested my elbow on one knee, and my goal was to take some small focus stacks of this ladybug. Overall, these stacks were not too difficult to take since the wind was very light, and I really liked how these turned out. For most of my wildflower shots, especially the shots with some of the background in them, I mostly shoot those kinds of shots with a wide open aperture of f2.8, and that is because most flowers are already low to the ground, and if I were to shoot those kinds of shots with a narrow aperture between f6.3 to 11, then the background would be filled with distracting elements, and I don't want that. Most of my macro shots, I like to go for a clean, non-cluttered background. Overall, I think these shots turned out pretty decent. Whenever I attempt to photograph flies, I try to approach them slowly because most species of flies are very skittish and it can be challenging at times not to scare them away. I got lucky with this one and it was at this spot for about a minute or two. I really like how this shot turned out as it's one of my favorite macro shots so far this year. With this flower, I wanted to change it up a little and go for an eye level shot with a shallower depth of field, focusing on the front petals mostly. The reason I wanted to try this was because I wanted the image to have a sense of depth, which wouldn't have been possible if I had the whole flower in focus. Overall, I liked how this photo turned out. A pretty solid day overall. I'm happy with the photos that I got. My favorite is easily the stable fly with the mites, just because I rarely ever see things like that, and that's what I love about macro photography out in the field. You never know what you'll come across that day you're out there. Some days will be great days where you get the shots you were hoping for, while others will be frustrating days when nothing goes your way. Regardless, I treat every photo session as if there's a chance that I take my best photo yet, because there's always a chance every time you step out. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.